A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Coach Chang told me before the game, and he is so excited to be back at his alma mater. He said that they have so much potential. He understands the culture and what makes this place unique. They were in the top 25 last season, but he believes with the right recruiting and the right buy-in from the program, they can be in the top 10 or even better, maybe the playoffs this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Kansas offense will get the ball first. And here comes the junior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. The 20, the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers.
Just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Rainbow Warriors offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's a guy, if you throw it in his general vicinity, he's going to pull it down. One of the top talents around, hoping to get his senior season off to a great start and get himself involved in this offense. Looking downfield, it's Beal. He's got it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Using his legs, it's Thurman. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out.
Maybe some room here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thurman.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Mason. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
Makes the catch. It's Kamara. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Touchdown, Kansas. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Beal. Here's the pressure. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. They had some players jump into the transfer portal, but they were able to hang on to some of their key pieces. Do you think really that's more the culture coming through or promises from the staff, David?
I think that's exactly how I would do it, because I can fill some of my holes, my gaps, especially for spring ball and for all those other steps to build depth, while I develop some of the younger guys. So you just kind of take a medium range of portal guys, Jesse.
Yeah, and David, I think the coaching staff knew they were going to lose some guys. Some guys didn't play enough last year, and they expected them to bounce. But they were able to hold on to some key people that a lot of other programs wanted. So give this coaching staff credit, re-recruiting their own guys. And let's see if that pays dividends today.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Parker. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
On the slant, gain of 22. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Jayhawks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Back to pass, it's Mason. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Looking for room, it's Thurman. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got 47 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
It's a draw. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You make up
An inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Leaves it with the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Trying play action. He's going to take off. Still running at the 35. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. To the 15. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
18. 1st and goal, Kansas.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Running the red zone. It's Thurman. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Mason. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Ready to try the point after. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. They're down by 21 points.
One at this point.
Unloads it downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw, it's Beal. Oh, he wants it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go, ready. Flag 14, let's go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking deep. He's got it on the outside. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Mason. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws it deep. Brings it down on the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up for the PAT. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Off the RPO, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Beal. Under fire. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
At the 25-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Pulls it in. It's Meadows. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. 14. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at half. Caught, and he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Got a man in the middle. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
42, Hawaii, 21.
And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try the run. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 45, on his way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. To the air, it's Kelly. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He'll take the deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 11 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Wolverines with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back to your game in Honolulu. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Checking in with Hawaii's head coach at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Beal. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the move, he fires. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. The run to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's a reverse. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Quarterback will keep it. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Wants to throw it again. The screen, and watch out.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. This is a designed run. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Quick strike through the air for the score.
In the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And the extra point was good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Beal. Makes the catch. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to run it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a